10 selling electronics of all time. ZVOX. When we aired this 4 days ago, 5 days ago, we took a record number of testimonial phone calls. I'd love to speak to somebody tonight. If you already have ZVOX, we'd love to chat to you. It's one of those life-changing products that deserves to be put on a pedestal, that is for sure. 091967, we'll get into it, but I do want you to know, in the market, this unit is $170 just for the ZVOX itself, so we're gonna save you a lot of money off that, and we've got it on Flex, and we're gonna give you an extended warranty to go along with. Our dear friend Lori Leland is joining us live from her home to yours on this special Thanksgiving Day. Lori Leland, happy Thanksgiving to you and the family. How are you?
Oh, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you, my love. I hope you guys had a wonderful time. And better than that, I hope you could understand the voices on TV when you were watching the Thanksgiving Day parade, right? If you couldn't, you definitely need to get ZVOX. And like you said, Adam, this is the most affordable ZVOX we have ever offered. And it really implements a lot of cool technologies, including that patented hearing aid technology. So it lifts the voices out of the background, separates them, and then pushes them forward so that you can hear with your ears every single word clearly. And what the team at ZVOX did, other than basically inventing the soundbar in the first place, they really came to the realization that we're being let down by the speakers built into our flat screen TVs because there simply isn't space for better speakers, right? So here's an example. Look how little this is. This is a teeny tiny speaker that was removed from a flat screen TV. And what the team found, Adam, is that most often these speakers are either facing backwards or downward so that the sound isn't even coming out to where we're sitting. So I think a lot of us have come to the conclusion we really need something to enhance the sounds. So this is totally different technology though. Everything sounds better with ZVOX, but it's not about that loudness, it's about clarity with the 6 levels of that AccuVoice voice clarification technology built right in. So this could be a relationship saver, it could be a sanity saver, right? You and I have had so many calls over the years, Adam, of people saying, my significant other isn't mad at me anymore, I don't have to have the volume so loud, I don't have to turn on closed captioning and read TV because nobody wants to do that. So totally life-changing. If you love TV, a must-have in my humble opinion. And let's go ahead and listen. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Because it is a night and day difference. So typical TV sound.
Dull. Tinny.
Thank you, honey.
It's not very good.
We haven't had a romantic dinner date in a long time.
I want it tonight to be very special. We've been together for a long time now.
Yeah.
And we've been through a lot together.
Is he proposing?
Past years.
And I can't see myself being with anyone else but you.
George.
Karen. I want us to spend the rest of our lives together.
Without?
The holidays are over.
Will you marry me?
Snow is so beautiful. Of course I will. I would love to marry you.
Oh, good. We got to hear what happened. Instead of missing that plot point, right? Instead of having to rewind a dozen times, or instead of asking, what'd they say? What'd they say? What'd they say? With ZVOX, everything is clear, even at the lower volume. So, like you said, Adam, this is a once-in-a-lifetime deal on an incredible ZVOX that can really enhance your TV watching experience.
Over 21,000 already reserved, 5 flex, free shipping, $99. Lori can talk about it all day long, and so could I, but you'll never understand unless you have it in your home. You'll never realize the difference it makes. We try our best to show it on TV through, through our cameras and, through your TV set right now, but it's impossible to really appreciate the night and day difference. We want television to be the best it can be right now. We ain't going out to the movie theater. We want Saturday night movie night to give us the amazing audio visual experience, both together. It's not just a soundbar. You think of a soundbar and you think of something big like this. This is what we're so used to over the past few years. What does this do? It makes things louder. The ZVOX is not a sound bar like you traditionally think of it. It gives you better sound, that's for sure, but it amplifies and lifts and clarifies the voices. And it's the voices that so many of us have trouble with, right? We have to pause and rewind. We have to turn the volume up. We have to put closed caption on. These are the stories we hear time and time again. I often talk about why I fell in love with ZVOX. And for all these years, 20 years on TV, I've had an earpiece in my ear with the director and producer talking to me. So my hearing in my right ear is not as good as it should be. So when I first discovered ZVOX, this was a night and day game changer. The difference is when you have one on one TV, you'll want it on every TV. Now, it's automatic. It comes on when your TV comes on. There are hidden features that you'll appreciate. It has leveling mode, so when the commercials come on, it doesn't suddenly get really, really loud. It just levels everything. The remote control is easy, so easy to use. We have about 7 minutes left, that's all. This is just an encore presentation. It is the best value ever and anywhere, and certainly of the entire year. I encourage you to get it home. It's a great gift to give anyone in the family. This new model is just better than it's ever been. And like we're seeing in our details right now, Laurie, everything is clearer and it's easy. I used the word install, it's the wrong word. Laurie, can you just address this for a second? Because there's a lot of people who always watch, who love the concept, love the idea, but they are naturally petrified that they're not going to be able to set it up. What do we say to them?
We say to them, it's so easy, not even an install, it's just a plug in. Literally, you're plugging it into your TV. There's only one port to be able to do that. We include all of the cables. There's only 2 options with the cables. So the one plug goes into your TV, and then the other one is power. I am telling you, Adam, if I can do this, anybody can do this. It's the easiest thing in the entire world. And you make such a good point. You know, we really want that home theater experience right now. We really want to feel that immersive volume and sound quality. And we've been binge watching more TV shows than ever since all of this started. I even bought an extra TV because I was sick of watching sports. Like my husband, he's watching so many sports right now. So I bought a 32-inch TV. And what I want you to see with this, even that portable TV that you have coming up, Adam, your ZVOX will work with that. It'll work up to the biggest TV that you have in your house, whether it's 55 or 65 inches, but it doesn't overwhelm even the smaller TVs too. So if you're going in an RV or, you know, maybe you're going to take a holiday vacation and you want to pack this and bring it with you, you can actually bring it with you on the go. It is so lightweight and portable. But great point, you might need 2, because once you get used to that AccuVoice voice clarification technology on your main TV, you're probably going to want one for your bedroom TV also. And like you said, Adam, totally reimagined remote control with 5 easy buttons. It's never been more simple. You can actually train your main TV remote to operate ZVOX, so you could actually get this adjusted to the level that you want and then tuck it in a drawer if you don't want to have to deal with an extra remote control. But what I love about this is the way it clears up those voices, is the way that it makes them pop.
Yeah.
So everything sounds better with ZVOX, but again, you can listen more comfortably at those lower volume levels. So do you want me to do it one more time?
Do you want me to do it, Laurie?
Try it? Yeah, let's check it out.
Okay.
So here's TV sound.
There, and it looks really old, but other than that, I didn't really.
I mean, and that's at 22 in a small room, so I think it would sound better.
Wow, my grandfather did travel the world when he was younger.
Well, this find is from the 1500s, and it depicts a Peruvian coffee bean farmer, as you can see.
TV, muffled, right? Like underwater.
Pieces have been found in pre-Columbian sites such as temples and ruins, so it makes it a real good treasure.
That's amazing.
So it makes a huge difference, and I know you're going to love this.
If you love TV, what a huge difference ZVOX can make, because now you can understand what's going on. And even people that we love to watch on television that might have a little bit of a fancy accent, you can hear them more clearly too. Not you, you sound perfect all the time,
I can't think who you're talking to. I'm from Brooklyn, as you know, Laurie, so I'm good. But it's true, Laurie, it's hard sometimes with voices, with English accents, whatever it may be, to understand it. I'll do a demonstration live in the studio as well, but my biggest wish on this product, the only thing I ask is that you try. I know we speak so heavily about the world famous return policy, and you can always send it back, and you've got till the end of January next year. But there's so much hype that surrounds the ZVOX, and it's all real, all real. It really is that darn good. Okay, so let's just turn this on so you can get an idea. Here's the regular TV sound, okay?
And normally these ceramic pieces are associated with notable figures.
Wow, my grandfather did travel the world when he was younger.
Well, this find is from the 1500s, and it depicts a Peruvian coffee bean farmer. As you can see, he was an influential member of the village, and these types of pieces have been found in pre-Columbian sites such as temples and ruins, so it makes it a real good treasure.
That's amazing.
Across the bottom, 142,000 divided by 1609, you're going to get somewhere right around 88 miles every 1 hour. Great Scott, right?
ZVOX. Hear what you've been missing.
It's night and day. I mean, it really is. It's a remarkable difference. And it's also
to be very special.
How about the TV? I knew that'd happen.
And we've been through a lot together.
Kind of like the past years.
There we go. backwards and reverse, it's always hard to do it. Guys, I'm excited that so many people are shopping for this. It's a product that I know it takes a minute to understand, to digest, to sink in. But Laurie, it's something that addresses a problem that is everywhere. I mean, it's not just for somebody that is hard of hearing. It's not, we get a lot of, forgive me, I'm going off on a tangent, but we get a lot of messages from people that have ringing in the ears, right? If you struggle with ringing in the ears, in England it's called tinnitus, I think it's called tinnitus here. They're mocking me for saying tinnitus now, tinnitus, but you know, whichever way you say it, it's something my Auntie Ella struggled with that all her life, and it was, you know, it was hard. It was really hard. If you struggle with that, you got to get this. But it's not just for those of us that are harder of hearing, it's also for everybody. Laurie, there are many, many days when you're watching a movie, a TV show, whatever it may be, and you don't catch what the folks are saying, so you have to pause and rewind and watch it again. Not anymore with ZVOX.
This is a very emotional issue for a lot of people, and I just want you to realize out there, you are not alone, and it is not your fault. Really, the speakers are to blame. They're so teeny tiny small now because the TVs keep getting flatter and flatter and smaller, so there's no room for these bigger speakers. This is about the only size that could get into this one, or even a slightly bigger TV, and usually they're facing the wrong direction to really help us be able to understand TV. Also, the Hollywood mixing techniques have changed, so everything's being muddled together now. They used to mix everything a lot more separately so that you could understand voices. That's really changed. So now with that action flick, it's explosions, soundtrack, and dialogue, and you can't understand anything that anyone's saying, or at least I couldn't, and I know a lot of people that couldn't understand it. So this helps everybody. This is great for the whole family. You know, my dad had to wear the big over-the-ear headphones because he was really severely, you know, hard of hearing, but then no one could talk to him. So he could either watch TV or have a conversation, but he couldn't do both. So he can take off those big over-the-ear headphones now, and we can all listen through ZVOX. We can have a normal conversation. So it's really fun for the whole family now. And I will also say that output leveling mode that you talked about is huge. So once you plug in your ZVOX to your TV and power it with the wall power that we include, the wall adapter, this immediately is going to bring those way too loud commercials back, so that they are not blasting you out. Have you had that experience where you're constantly riding the remote because all of a sudden the commercials come on and they're so much louder than the TV show? This will take care of that. It brings that commercial volume down to match the show, so you're not constantly riding the remote control. And this is embarrassment free. You know, I was the one in my household. I was like, honey, what'd they say? What? Can you turn it up? Turn it up? Turn it up? And I was driving him insane. So my poor husband, he's a saint, but now we don't have to do that anymore, because now with ZVOX, I can understand clearly what is being said. Again, you don't have to turn on closed captioning and read television, because then that takes you out of the action. And with us getting these new in-home releases of movie theater movies right now, since we can't go to the movie theater, we want that virtual 3D surround sound. We want that theater sound in our homes. This is the most affordable, most impressive way for you to be able to do that with ZVOX at the most affordable soundbar we have ever offered in our history. This is amazing.
Laurie Leland's going to stay with us for our next today's special encore from Mophie. So Laurie, I'll let you get set up for that. And folks, I invite you to shop for our ZVOX so you can see what everybody is talking about. It really is remarkable. The gentleman behind this is a team who are pioneers in the soundbar industry, led by Tom and his wonderful colleagues. They created ZVOX because they knew this was a need. They knew that a lot of people struggled to enjoy television or movies or sports commentary, whatever it may be, the way it should be. This is one of those remarkable, remarkable items. I know you'll love it. $100, less than that, lowest price ever and anywhere in espresso, titanium, or the black. Still to come, an unlocked cell phone at 8:45, and on the